Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Great. 44, Mike, 44. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Zoom. 44's the Mike. Gun. What are you?
Now it's Newton. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Great.
From the gun, here's Newton. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Jets' 36-yard line.
On second down, Michel, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And able to find Dorsett. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the toss, here's Michel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
You know, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Newton. It's complete. Stills. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry there to make the grab. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check 52. Play. Hey, watch that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Darnold from the gun. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Check 4.
They'll run on first down. Reynolds. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots 7, Jets nothing.
Mike by 4. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just just me and you. It's just me and you. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54 Mike. Watch the out, watch the out. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Jets.
Hey, 54. Mike 54. Come on. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Don't get nervous. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On first and 10, Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second and 6 at the Patriots 9.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Man, 80. Check 3, check 3.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 19 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a first and 10. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it second and 6. Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy.
Newton now to throw. To Michelle on the screen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
Play action, it's Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Back to the air, Newton on second down. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Great.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Alert flow. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On second down, it's Reynolds. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Inside 54. Mike 54. Stay with your man.
On first down, Reynolds. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second and 12, Darnold. Throwing right, and that's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
A gain of 14. And the Jets first down.
Darnold going to lead the offense up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll run on first down. It's Reynolds. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Mike 53. Mike. Here we go. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line.
First down, Jets.
We're going to start. 53, check 53. I'm trying to collect. Here we go, ladies. 53 is the Mike. I got you, Pop. Check. 53 is the Mike.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off play action. Newton. Going deep here for Stills. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
52, 52, 52's the mic. We want this.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Robbie Anderson. Incomplete. Devin McCourty there defensively.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Push him back. Push him back. Check out. Lady.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got some space here. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Short boot, taken at the 21. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Young lady. Right there. 54.
Off of play action, Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
53, check 53.
On first down, Reynolds. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Here's Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12.
Let's get it together, defense.
On second and 12, Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That'll be a New England first down and gain of 12.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Got a man open. That's Harry. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check, check.
Throwing again is Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On second down now, it's Reynolds. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking middle, and that's complete. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Check, 53 is mine. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Hey, hey, hey. Red lady. Mike, 53.
On second and 12, Darnold. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich thrown against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Catch is made by Harry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
A gain of 4.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. On the ground is Michel, and he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll run on first down. Reynolds. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Hey, let go. 53, check 53. I'm going to run you.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, Delta.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Watch the flag.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Watch the curve. He's crashing.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Newton going deep here for Stills. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Gun.
To throw on third down, Newton. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On first down, it's Reynolds. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Check. Check. Hot. Slam. Mike 5-4.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Jets would extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run on first down. Reynolds takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Jets on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
52's the mic right over there, right? 52's the mic.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day?
And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Devin McCourty brings him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Reynolds. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That one complete to Anderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Bravo! Here we go. 552.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a gain of 3. First down, New York.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check safety, check safety. Watch 280.
Right back to him on 1st down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate?